You're Not Broken. How Embracing Your Flaws Will Change Everything. Written and published by MSC Boost. Chapter 1. The Illusion of Perfection. Unraveling the Myth. In this social media society that we live in glorifies flawless appearances and unattainable standards. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that perfection is the key to happiness and success. We're bombarded with images of seemingly perfect lives on social media, airbrushed models on magazine covers, and success stories that highlight only the triumphs and not the struggles. This constant exposure to an idealized version of reality can leave us feeling inadequate, flawed, and somehow broken. The pursuit of perfection is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can motivate us to strive for excellence and push ourselves to be our best. But on the other hand, when taken to extremes, it can lead to a never-ending cycle of self-criticism, anxiety, and burnout. The truth is, perfection is an illusion. It's an unattainable goal that keeps us trapped in a state of constant dissatisfaction and self-doubt. The problem with chasing perfection is that it's based on the false belief that we can control every aspect of our lives. We convince ourselves that if we just work harder, look better, or achieve more, we'll finally be happy and fulfilled. But life is unpredictable, and no matter how much we try, there will always be things beyond our control. Striving for perfection sets us up for inevitable disappointment and frustration. Moreover, the pursuit of perfection often comes at a high cost. We sacrifice our well-being, relationships, and personal growth in the name of an impossible ideal. We become so focused on presenting a flawless facade to the world that we neglect our authentic selves. We miss out on the beauty and richness of life's imperfections, the very things that make us human and relatable. It's time to challenge the myth of perfection and embrace a more compassionate and realistic approach to personal growth. Instead of striving for an unattainable ideal, we can learn to accept and appreciate ourselves as we are, flaws and all. By shifting our focus from perfection to self-acceptance, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities and genuine fulfillment. Self-acceptance is not about settling for mediocrity or giving up on our goals. It's about recognizing that our worth is not defined by our achievements or appearance. It's about embracing our uniqueness, vulnerabilities, and imperfections as integral parts of who we are. When we accept ourselves fully, we free ourselves from the chains of self-doubt and criticism, allowing us to pursue our dreams with confidence and resilience. The path to self-acceptance is not always easy, but it's a journey worth taking. It requires courage, self-compassion, and a willingness to let go of the impossible standards we've been conditioned to strive for. It means learning to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding, even when we fall short of our own expectations. It means recognizing that our flaws and mistakes do not define us, but rather, they are opportunities for growth and learning. Embracing our imperfections also allows us to connect with others on a deeper level. When we drop the facade of perfection and show up as our authentic selves, we create space for genuine connection and empathy. We give others permission to be imperfect too, fostering a sense of belonging and acceptance. In a world that often feels disconnected and competitive, self-acceptance can be a powerful tool for building meaningful relationships and creating positive change. Throughout this book, we'll explore the transformative power of self-acceptance and how it can revolutionize every aspect of our lives. We'll challenge the limiting beliefs and societal pressures that keep us trapped in the pursuit of perfection, and discover practical strategies for cultivating self-compassion, resilience, and authentic living. By embracing our flaws and imperfections, we'll unlock a new level of freedom, joy, and personal growth. So, let's embark on this journey together, armed with the knowledge that we are not broken, and that our imperfections are what make us beautifully human. By unraveling the myth of perfection and embracing our authentic selves, we open the door to a life of endless possibilities and true fulfillment. Get ready to redefine your relationship with yourself and discover the transformative power of self-acceptance. Chapter 2. The Power of Self-Compassion. Nurturing Your Authentic Self. Self-compassion is a transformative practice that has the power to reshape our relationship with ourselves and the world around us. It involves treating ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and support that we would extend to a dear friend or loved one. When we cultivate self-compassion, we create a safe and nurturing space for personal growth and healing. Many of us have been conditioned to believe that self-criticism and harsh judgment are necessary for motivation and success. We mistakenly think that by being hard on ourselves, we'll somehow push ourselves to be better and achieve more. However, research has consistently shown that self-criticism is actually counterproductive. It leads to increased stress, anxiety, and feelings of inadequacy, hindering our ability to thrive and reach our full potential. Self-compassion, on the other hand, offers a gentler and more effective approach. It acknowledges that imperfection is a natural part of the human experience, and that we all face challenges and make mistakes. Instead of berating ourselves for our shortcomings, self-compassion encourages us to respond with understanding and kindness. It recognizes that we are worthy of love and acceptance, even in the face of our flaws and failures. Practicing self-compassion doesn't mean that we become complacent or lose our drive to improve. Rather, it provides a supportive foundation from which we can grow and learn. When we approach ourselves with compassion, we create a safe space to explore our strengths and weaknesses, set realistic goals, and take meaningful action towards positive change. We become more resilient in the face of setbacks and more likely to persevere in the pursuit of our dreams. One powerful way to cultivate self-compassion is through mindfulness. Mindfulness involves bringing our attention to the present moment with curiosity and non-judgment. When we catch ourselves engaging in self-critical thoughts or negative self-talk, mindfulness allows us to observe these patterns without getting caught up in them. We can gently redirect our attention to the breath or sensations in the body, creating a sense of grounding and calm. Another essential aspect of self-compassion is self-care. Taking care of our physical, emotional, and mental well-being is an act of self-love and respect. It involves prioritizing our needs, setting healthy boundaries, and engaging in activities that nourish and replenish us. Self-care can take many forms, such as getting enough rest, eating nourishing foods, engaging in regular exercise, pursuing hobbies and interests, and spending time with supportive people. Developing a self-compassionate inner dialogue is also crucial. The way we talk to ourselves has a profound impact on our self-perception and emotional well-being. Instead of engaging in harsh self-criticism, we can learn to speak to ourselves with kindness and understanding. We can challenge negative self-talk by asking ourselves, "Would I say this to a friend who is struggling?" And then reframing our thoughts in a more compassionate and supportive way. Practicing self-compassion also involves embracing our authentic selves. When we let go of the need to present a perfect image to the world, we create space for genuine self-expression and connection. We can begin to accept and appreciate our unique qualities, quirks, and imperfections, recognizing that they are an integral part of who we are. By embracing our authentic selves, we open ourselves up to deeper relationships, increased creativity, and a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment. Cultivating self-compassion is a lifelong journey, and it requires patience, practice, and commitment. It may feel unfamiliar or even uncomfortable at first, especially if we've been conditioned to believe that self-criticism is the only path to growth. However, with time and dedication, self-compassion can become a powerful tool for personal transformation and healing. Throughout this chapter, we've explored the transformative power of self-compassion and its role in nurturing our authentic selves. By treating ourselves with kindness, understanding, and support, we create a foundation for genuine growth, resilience, and well-being. As we continue on this journey of self-discovery and acceptance, let us remember that self-compassion is not a luxury, but a necessity. It is the key to unlocking our full potential and living a life filled with joy, purpose, and authentic connection. Chapter 3. Reframing Flaws. Discovering the Gifts in Imperfection. Society often labels our unique characteristics, quirks, and imperfections as flaws or weaknesses. We're taught to hide or fix these aspects of ourselves in order to fit in, be accepted, and succeed. However, what if we challenged this notion and instead viewed our perceived flaws as potential strength? By reframing our perspective, we can unlock a world of possibilities and discover the hidden gifts within our imperfections. Every individual possesses a distinct combination of traits, experiences, and quirks that shape their identity. These characteristics may not always align with societal norms or expectations, but they are what make us unique and authentic. When we constantly strive to conceal or change these parts of ourselves, we risk losing touch with our true essence and the very qualities that make us special. Reframing our flaws requires a shift in mindset. Instead of viewing our imperfections as limitations, we can choose to see them as opportunities for growth, creativity, and connection. By embracing our quirks and idiosyncrasies, we open ourselves up to new experiences, ideas, and relationships that we may have otherwise missed. Consider the example of a person who struggles with public speaking. Society often labels this as a weakness or flaw, and the individual may feel ashamed or embarrassed by their fear. However, by reframing this perceived flaw, they can discover hidden strengths. Perhaps their discomfort with public speaking has led them to develop exceptional written communication skills or a talent for one-on-one interactions. By focusing on their unique strengths, they can find alternative ways to express themselves and connect with others. Similarly, someone who is highly sensitive or emotional may view this trait as a flaw, believing that it makes them weak or vulnerable. However, by reframing this characteristic, they can recognize the gifts of empathy, intuition, and creativity that often accompany heightened sensitivity. They may be able to form deeper connections with others, offer valuable insights and perspectives, and create art or music that resonates with people on a profound level. Reframing our flaws also involves letting go of the need for perfection. Perfectionism is often rooted in a fear of judgment or failure, and it can hold us back from taking risks, trying new things, and expressing ourselves authentically. By embracing our imperfections, we give ourselves permission to be human, to make mistakes, and to learn and grow from them. When we reframe our flaws, we also challenge the limiting beliefs and stereotypes that society imposes upon us. We recognize that there is no one right way to be, and that our unique qualities and experiences are what make us valuable and interesting. By celebrating our imperfections, we encourage others to do the same, fostering a culture of acceptance, diversity, and inclusivity. To begin the process of reframing your flaws, start by identifying the characteristics or traits that you have often viewed as weaknesses. Write them down, and then challenge yourself to find the potential strengths or benefits associated with each one. Ask yourself questions like, how has this trait helped me in the past? Or, what unique perspective or skill does this characteristic offer? Next, practice self-compassion and acceptance. Recognize that everyone has flaws and imperfections, and that these qualities do not define your worth or value as a person. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, and celebrate your unique quirks and idiosyncrasies as integral parts of who you are. Finally, surround yourself with people who appreciate and celebrate your authentic self. Seek out relationships and communities that value diversity, inclusivity, and personal growth. By connecting with others who embrace their own imperfections and support you in doing the same, you create a powerful network of acceptance and encouragement. Reframing our flaws is a transformative practice that allows us to discover the hidden gifts within our imperfections. By challenging societal norms and expectations, embracing our unique qualities, and practicing self-compassion, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities and authentic self-expression. As we continue on this journey of self-discovery and acceptance, let us remember that our flaws are not limitations, but rather opportunities for growth, connection, and celebration of our true selves. Chapter 4. The Courage to be Vulnerable. Embracing Authenticity. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness in our society, a sign of fragility or lack of strength. We're taught to put on a brave face, hide our struggles, and present a polished image to the world. However, true courage lies in the willingness to be vulnerable, to show up as our authentic selves, flaws and all. When we embrace vulnerability, we open ourselves up to genuine connection, personal growth, and a deeper sense of self-acceptance. Brené Brown, a renowned researcher and author, defines vulnerability as uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure. It's the act of showing up fully, without guarantees or control over the outcome. Vulnerability requires us to step out of our comfort zones, to be seen and heard for who we truly are, and to risk rejection or judgment in the process. It's a brave and necessary step towards living an authentic life. Many of us have experienced the pain of hiding parts of ourselves, whether it's our struggles, dreams, or true feelings. We may fear that if we reveal our imperfections or vulnerabilities, others will see us as weak, incompetent, or unlovable. This fear can lead us to build walls around our hearts, to present a false version of ourselves to the world, and to miss out on the depth and richness of genuine human connection. However, when we find the courage to be vulnerable, we discover that it's the very thing that allows us to connect with others on a profound level. Vulnerability is the foundation of empathy, trust, and intimacy. When we share our struggles, fears, and dreams with others, we create space for them to do the same. We realize that we are not alone in our imperfections, and that our vulnerabilities are what make us human and relatable. Embracing vulnerability also allows us to live more authentically. When we stop hiding behind masks and facades, we free ourselves to express our true thoughts, feelings, and desires. We can pursue our passions, speak our truth, and show up fully in our relationships and endeavors. Authenticity is a magnetic quality that attracts like-minded people and opportunities into our lives. Moreover, vulnerability is essential for personal growth and self-discovery. When we're willing to step into discomfort and uncertainty, we expand our comfort zones and learn more about ourselves. We develop resilience, self-awareness, and the ability to navigate challenges with grace and courage. Vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength that allows us to adapt, learn, and thrive in the face of adversity. To cultivate the courage to be vulnerable, start by practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, acknowledging that imperfection is a natural part of the human experience. Give yourself permission to be vulnerable, recognizing that it's a brave and necessary step towards living an authentic life. Next, start small by sharing your thoughts, feelings, or experiences with someone you trust. This could be a close friend, family member, therapist, or support group. Allow yourself to be seen and heard, and notice how it feels to express yourself authentically. As you gain confidence and comfort with vulnerability, you can gradually expand your circle of trust and share more of yourself with others. It's also important to set healthy boundaries and discern when and with whom to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is a gift that should be shared with those who have earned our trust and respect. It's okay to protect yourself from those who may not handle your vulnerability with care, or who have a history of breaking your trust. Finally, surround yourself with people who celebrate vulnerability and authenticity. Seek out relationships and communities that value openness, empathy, and personal growth. When you find your tribe of supportive and like-minded individuals, you create a safe space to be vulnerable, to learn and grow together, and to inspire others to do the same. The courage to be vulnerable is a transformative practice that allows us to embrace our authentic selves, connect deeply with others, and grow in ways we never thought possible. By stepping into discomfort, sharing our struggles and dreams, and showing up fully in our lives, we inspire others to do the same. As we continue on this journey of self-discovery and acceptance, let us remember that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength that unlocks the door to a life of authenticity, connection, and profound personal growth. Chapter 5. The Resilience Toolkit. Bouncing Back from Setbacks. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and unexpected obstacles. Whether it's a personal crisis, a professional disappointment, or a global pandemic, we all face adversity at some point in our lives. What sets resilient individuals apart is their ability to adapt, persevere, and bounce back from these challenges with strength and grace. Resilience is not an innate trait, but a skill that can be developed and nurtured over time. At its core, resilience is about flexibility and adaptability. It's the capacity to face difficult situations head-on, to find creative solutions, and to maintain a sense of hope and optimism in the face of adversity. Resilient individuals view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than as insurmountable obstacles. They have a deep belief in their own abilities and a trust in the process of life. One key component of resilience is emotional regulation. When faced with a setback or crisis, it's natural to experience a range of intense emotions, such as fear, anger, or grief. However, getting stuck in these negative emotions can hinder our ability to move forward and find solutions. Resilient individuals have developed tools and strategies for managing their emotions in healthy ways, such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or talking to a trusted friend or therapist. Another essential aspect of resilience is cognitive flexibility. This involves the ability to reframe negative thoughts and beliefs into more empowering and constructive ones. For example, instead of viewing a setback as a personal failure, a resilient individual might see it as a learning opportunity or a chance to try a new approach. By challenging limiting beliefs and embracing a growth mindset, we can develop greater mental flexibility and resilience. Social support is also a critical component of resilience. Having a network of supportive friends, family members, or colleagues can provide emotional support, practical assistance, and a sense of belonging during difficult times. Resilient individuals actively seek out and nurture these relationships, knowing that they are essential for their well-being and growth. They also know when to ask for help and are willing to lean on others when needed. Self-care is another key tool in the resilience toolkit. Taking care of our physical, emotional, and mental health is essential for building resilience and coping with stress. This includes engaging in regular exercise, eating a healthy diet, getting enough sleep, and practicing stress-reducing activities like yoga, meditation, or creative hobbies. By prioritizing self-care, we create a strong foundation for resilience and well-being. Cultivating a sense of purpose and meaning is also important for resilience. When we have a clear sense of our values, passions, and goals, we are more likely to persevere through challenges and find meaning in adversity. Resilient individuals often have a strong sense of purpose that guides their actions and decisions, even in the face of obstacles. They also find ways to give back to others and contribute to their communities, which can provide a sense of connection and fulfillment. Developing resilience also involves embracing failure and learning from mistakes. Resilient individuals view failure as a natural part of the learning process, rather than as a reflection of their worth or abilities. They are willing to take risks, try new things, and learn from their experiences. By reframing failure as feedback and an opportunity for growth, we can develop greater resilience and adaptability. Finally, cultivating gratitude and optimism is essential for resilience. Focusing on the things we are thankful for, even in the midst of challenges, can help shift our perspective and maintain a positive outlook. Resilient individuals actively look for the good in situations and people, and they maintain a hopeful and optimistic attitude, even in the face of adversity. By practicing gratitude and optimism, we can build greater resilience and well-being. Building resilience is a lifelong journey that requires practice, patience, and self-compassion. It involves developing a toolkit of strategies and mindsets that allow us to bounce back from setbacks and thrive in the face of adversity. By cultivating emotional regulation, cognitive flexibility, social support, self-care, purpose, learning from failure, and gratitude, we can develop greater resilience and adaptability in all areas of our lives. Remember, Resilience is not about avoiding challenges or never experiencing setbacks, but about having the tools and mindsets to navigate them with strength, grace, and a sense of hope. Chapter 6. The Joy of Imperfect Progress. Celebrating Small Victories. In the pursuit of personal growth and self-improvement, it's easy to become fixated on the end goal, the grand vision of who we want to become or what we hope to achieve. We often fall into the trap of believing that success is an all-or-nothing proposition, that we must reach our final destination before we can celebrate or feel a sense of accomplishment. However, this mindset can be detrimental to our motivation, well-being, and overall progress. The truth is, progress is rarely a linear or perfect process. It's filled with ups and downs, detours, and unexpected challenges. If we only focus on the end goal, we risk overlooking the small victories and incremental gains that we make along the way. These moments of progress, no matter how small, are worthy of recognition and celebration. They serve as evidence of our growth, resilience, and commitment to our journey. Celebrating small victories is a powerful way to maintain motivation and momentum. When we acknowledge our progress, we reinforce the positive behaviors and mindsets that led us there. We create a sense of accomplishment and pride, which can fuel our determination to keep going. Celebrating small wins also helps us build confidence in our abilities and trust in the process of growth. Moreover, focusing on imperfect progress allows us to embrace the reality of the journey. Perfection is an illusion, and striving for it can lead to feelings of inadequacy, frustration, and self-doubt. When we accept that progress is messy and imperfect, we free ourselves from the pressure to get it right all the time. We give ourselves permission to make mistakes, learn, and grow at our own pace. To cultivate a mindset of celebrating imperfect progress, start by setting realistic and achievable goals. Break down larger objectives into smaller, manageable steps that you can work towards on a daily or weekly basis. This approach makes progress feel more tangible and allows you to experience a sense of accomplishment more frequently. Next, develop a habit of acknowledging and celebrating your small victories. Take time each day or week to reflect on what you've achieved, no matter how minor it may seem. Did you stick to your exercise routine for 3 days in a row? Celebrate that. Did you have a difficult conversation that you'd been avoiding? Give yourself credit for your courage. Did you learn a new skill or take a step outside your comfort zone? Recognize the growth and learning that took place. It's also important to reframe setbacks and challenges as opportunities for learning and growth. When we face obstacles or experience failures, it's easy to become discouraged and lose sight of our progress. However, by viewing these moments as chances to learn, adapt, and build resilience, we can maintain a sense of forward momentum. Celebrate your ability to bounce back, find creative solutions, and keep moving forward. Another way to celebrate imperfect progress is to practice gratitude. Take time each day to reflect on the things you're thankful for, including the small victories and moments of growth. Gratitude helps shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, and it can provide a powerful boost to our motivation and well-being. Surround yourself with supportive and encouraging people who celebrate your progress and cheer you on. Share your small victories with friends, family, or a supportive community. Celebrate their achievements as well, and create a culture of appreciation and encouragement. When we feel supported and validated in our efforts, we are more likely to keep going and find joy in the journey. Celebrating imperfect progress is a vital part of the personal growth process. It allows us to find joy, motivation, and meaning in the messy, nonlinear journey of self-improvement. By setting realistic goals, acknowledging small victories, reframing setbacks, practicing gratitude, and surrounding ourselves with support, we can cultivate a mindset of celebration and appreciation. Remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is a cause for celebration. Embrace the imperfect progress and find joy in the journey of becoming your best self. Chapter 7. The Art of Self-Discovery. Uncovering Your Unique Strengths. Self-discovery is a lifelong process of exploring, understanding, and embracing who we are at our core. It involves peeling back the layers of conditioning, expectations, and limiting beliefs to uncover our authentic selves. This process is not always easy or comfortable, but it is essential for personal growth, fulfillment, and living a life aligned with our true values and passions. Many of us go through life without taking the time to deeply explore our unique strengths, talents, and interests. We may have a vague sense of what we're good at or what we enjoy, but we haven't taken the time to fully investigate and develop these aspects of ourselves. As a result, we may feel disconnected, unfulfilled, or uncertain about our path in life. The art of self-discovery involves becoming curious about ourselves and our experiences. It requires a willingness to ask deep questions, explore our thoughts and emotions, and challenge our assumptions and beliefs. This process can be facilitated through various practices, such as journaling, meditation, therapy, or engaging in new experiences and challenges. One powerful tool for self-discovery is reflection. Taking time each day to reflect on our experiences, thoughts, and emotions can provide valuable insights into our patterns, motivations, and values. We can ask ourselves questions such as, what energized me today? What drained me? What did I learn about myself in this situation? By consistently engaging in reflection, we build self-awareness and gain clarity about who we are and what we want. Another key aspect of self-discovery is exploring our passions and interests. Often, our true strengths and talents lie at the intersection of what we enjoy and what we're naturally drawn to. Pay attention to the activities, topics, or experiences that light you up and make you lose track of time. These are clues to your unique gifts and passions. Engaging in new experiences and stepping outside our comfort zones can also facilitate self-discovery. When we expose ourselves to new people, places, and activities, we learn more about our preferences, strengths, and areas for growth. We may discover hidden talents or interests that we never knew we had. Embracing a beginner's mindset and being open to trying new things can open up a world of possibilities for self-discovery. It's important to approach self-discovery with self-compassion and patience. Uncovering our authentic selves is a gradual process that requires time, effort, and a willingness to be vulnerable. There may be aspects of ourselves that we resist or find challenging to accept. However, by treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we create a safe space for self-exploration and growth. As we engage in self-discovery, it's also essential to challenge limiting beliefs and societal expectations that may be holding us back. We may have internalized messages about who we should be or what we should want based on external influences such as family, culture, or media. However, these expectations may not align with our true selves. By questioning these beliefs and expectations, we create space to define our own values, desires, and path in life. Another powerful tool for self-discovery is seeking feedback and support from others. Sometimes, we may have blind spots or areas of ourselves that we overlook. Asking trusted friends, family members, or mentors for their observations and insights can provide valuable perspectives and help us see ourselves in new ways. However, it's important to remember that ultimately, we are the experts on ourselves and must discern which feedback resonates with our authentic selves. As we uncover our unique strengths, talents, and passions through self-discovery, it's important to find ways to integrate them into our lives. This may involve pursuing hobbies or interests that align with our strengths, seeking out career opportunities that allow us to utilize our talents, or finding ways to share our gifts with others. By aligning our lives with our authentic selves, we create a sense of purpose, fulfillment, and joy. Self-discovery is a powerful tool for personal growth and living a life aligned with our true self. By becoming curious about ourselves, engaging in reflection, exploring our passions, stepping outside our comfort zones, challenging limiting beliefs, and seeking support, we can uncover our unique strengths and create a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. Remember, Self-discovery is a lifelong process, and there is always more to learn and explore about ourselves. Embrace the journey with self-compassion, patience, and a sense of adventure, and trust that by uncovering your authentic self, you are creating a life of purpose and joy. Chapter 8. The Influence of Self-Talk. Rewriting your inner dialogue. The way we talk to ourselves has a profound impact on our self-perception, emotions, and behavior. Our inner dialogue, or self-talk, is the constant stream of thoughts and commentary that runs through our minds. It's the voice that interprets our experiences, evaluates our actions, and shapes our beliefs about ourselves and the world around us. The quality and tone of our self-talk can either empower us or hold us back from reaching our full potential. Many of us have developed patterns of negative self-talk over the years. We may criticize ourselves harshly for our mistakes, doubt our abilities, or engage in self-deprecating humor. These negative thought patterns can become so habitual that we barely notice them, but they continue to influence our self-esteem and limit our growth. Negative self-talk can lead to feelings of anxiety, depression, and low self-worth, hindering our ability to take risks, pursue our goals, and feel confident in ourselves. The good news is that we have the power to change our self-talk and rewrite our inner dialogue. By becoming aware of our thought patterns and consciously choosing to engage in more positive and supportive self-talk, we can transform our relationship with ourselves and unlock our full potential. Positive self-talk involves speaking to ourselves with kindness, encouragement, and understanding, just as we would to a good friend. The first step in rewriting your inner dialogue is to become mindful of your current self-talk patterns. Pay attention to the thoughts that run through your mind throughout the day, especially in challenging or stressful situations. Notice the language you use when you talk to yourself. Are your thoughts critical, judgmental, or pessimistic? Do you engage in all or nothing thinking, labeling yourself as a failure or a success based on single events? By bringing awareness to your self-talk, you can begin to identify the patterns that may be holding you back. Once you've identified your negative self-talk patterns, you can start to challenge and reframe them. When you catch yourself engaging in negative self-talk, pause and ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it helpful? Is there a more balanced or compassionate way to view this situation? Often, our negative self-talk is based on assumptions, exaggerations, or self-imposed expectations that are not grounded in reality. By questioning these thoughts and looking for evidence to support or refute them, we can begin to shift our perspective. Another powerful technique for rewriting your inner dialogue is to practice self-compassion. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and support that you would offer to a good friend. When you make a mistake or face a challenge, instead of berating yourself, try speaking to yourself with gentleness and understanding. Acknowledge that everyone makes mistakes and faces difficulties, and remind yourself that you are doing your best. Self-compassion helps to counteract the effects of negative self-talk and cultivates a more supportive and nurturing inner dialogue. Affirmations can also be a helpful tool for rewriting your inner dialogue. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly to reinforce positive beliefs and attitudes. They can help to counteract negative self-talk and program your mind for success. When creating affirmations, make sure they are stated in the present tense, are specific and meaningful to you, and evoke positive emotions. For example, instead of saying, I will be confident, try saying, I am confident and capable of handling any challenge that comes my way. Repeat your affirmations daily, either out loud or silently to yourself, and let them sink into your subconscious mind. It's important to be patient and persistent when rewriting your inner dialogue. Changing long-standing thought patterns takes time and practice. There may be days when negative self-talk creeps back in, and that's okay. The key is to keep redirecting your thoughts towards more positive and supportive self-talk, and to celebrate your progress along the way. Over time, with consistent effort, you'll begin to notice a shift in your self-perception and emotional well-being. Rewriting your inner dialogue is a powerful tool for personal growth and self-acceptance. By becoming aware of your self-talk patterns, challenging negative thoughts, practicing self-compassion, and using affirmations, you can transform your relationship with yourself and unlock your full potential. Remember, you are deserving of love, respect, and support, and it all begins with the way you talk to yourself. Embrace the power of positive self-talk and watch as your self-confidence, resilience, and overall well-being flourish. Chapter 9. The Ripple Effect of Self-Acceptance. Inspiring others through authenticity. The journey of self-acceptance and personal growth is not just about transforming our own lives. It also has a profound impact on the lives of those around us. When we embrace our authentic selves, flaws and all, we create a ripple effect that inspires others to do the same. By living with integrity, compassion, and vulnerability, we become a beacon of hope and encouragement for those struggling with their own self-acceptance. Self-acceptance is contagious. When we show up in the world as our true selves, we give others permission to do the same. We demonstrate that it's okay to be imperfect, to make mistakes, and to be vulnerable. We challenge the societal norms that pressure us to conform and hide our true nature. By embracing our own humanity, we create a safe space for others to explore and express their own authentic selves. This ripple effect starts with the way we interact with those closest to us, our family, friends, and loved ones. When we practice self-acceptance and self-compassion, we naturally extend that same acceptance and compassion to others. We become more patient, understanding, and forgiving in our relationships. We create an environment where people feel seen, heard, and valued for who they are, rather than who they think they should be. The impact of self-acceptance extends beyond our immediate circles. When we live authentically, we inspire others to do the same, even if we never meet them directly. Think about the public figures, activists, and everyday heroes who have touched your life. Chances are, they embody a sense of self-acceptance and authenticity that resonates with you. They use their platforms to share their stories, struggles, and triumphs, reminding us that we are not alone in our imperfections and challenges. By embracing our own self-acceptance journey, we become part of this collective movement towards authenticity and compassion. We contribute to a culture that values diversity, inclusivity, and personal growth. We show others that it's possible to find peace, joy, and fulfillment by being true to ourselves, even in a world that often promotes conformity and perfection. Self-acceptance also has a ripple effect on the way we show up in our communities and the world at large. When we feel secure in our own worth and identity, we are more likely to stand up for what we believe in, even if it goes against the status quo. We become advocates for positive change, using our unique strengths and experiences to make a difference. We inspire others to find their own voice and purpose, creating a chain reaction of empowerment and impact. To maximize the ripple effect of self-acceptance, it's important to practice vulnerability and share our stories. When we open up about our own struggles and breakthroughs, we create a sense of connection and relatability. We remind others that they are not alone in their challenges, and that growth is possible. This vulnerability can take many forms, from sharing our experiences with a trusted friend to writing a blog post or giving a public talk. The key is to be authentic and true to ourselves, while being mindful of the impact our words and actions have on others. It's also crucial to practice active listening and empathy when supporting others on their self-acceptance journey. We can't force someone to embrace their authentic selves, but we can create a safe and non-judgmental space for them to explore and express themselves. By validating their experiences, offering compassion and understanding, and celebrating their progress, we become a positive force in their lives and contribute to their growth. The ripple effect of self-acceptance has the power to transform not just individuals, but entire communities and societies. By living authentically and inspiring others to do the same, we create a world that is more compassionate, inclusive, and supportive. We challenge the limiting beliefs and stereotypes that hold us back and create space for genuine connection and growth. As we near the end of this book, I invite you to reflect on the ripple effect of your own self-acceptance journey. How has embracing your authentic self impacted those around you? How can you continue to inspire others through your vulnerability, compassion, and personal growth? Remember, every small act of self-acceptance and authenticity has the power to create waves of positive change. Trust in the journey, stay true to yourself, and watch as the ripple effect of your transformation touches countless lives.